dissecting the what-ifs and the pre-fight analysis. I'm so ready to talk about these two play. But as you see, get your favorite ready. We have Fudo and Bitbird, Sahara versus Zerna, Dual Kevin versus Momochi. That's going to be our first half of the block.
Woo! And then, of course, you got Bao versus King Cho, LaShaw Higuchi, Mickey versus Menardi. Well, I know Mickey's feeling it right now. And Kills You versus Itabashi Zangief to close out your second half. Man, yo, I am so excited to watch this live. This just makes me feel like I'm in the living room just watching all the heavy hitters playing some long sets. So I'm a big aficionado of long sets, so I definitely want to see how people get their brains picked off and what characters they're going to have in the rotation. All of these guys have multiple characters, but to me, what's going to set the tone for sure is going to be Blaz versus Chris T. That is going to be pretty much, both of these guys are the strongest when it comes to neutral. It's just more so what's going to be the characters picked. We already know Chris T's going to go with the Ken. But Blaz, Ryu, Sagat, I feel like he's going to go with the Sagat personally. Better poke game fighting against Ken, and he can range him out very easily. But Blaz can just pop up with the Ryu. Hell, even a Jamie if he really feels like it. There's 5 games, so we got a lot to play with. So Chris T, I'm pretty sure he's more comfortable with this matchup. It's not like he's dealing with a Mai. He's dealing with something crazy like Blanca, even though he's probably been dealing with that the whole year playing Mena. But this is Sagat. As cheap as people say that he is, or overpowered, I should say, you can tame him with good neutral.
Right. And this is, again, the entire block is where majority of the ends lie, too. When it comes to, like, talking about player matchups, that's been, like, a good highlight of the main focus for the tournament, too. It's like, which character is placed where in the bracket, right? So it's going to be a long journey ahead. Surprisingly enough, when it comes to the top 16, it goes by so quickly. We're going to find out, though, Blaz versus Chrisitarian. Now, one of the big observations we had made when commentating and talking amongst ourselves is how often he catches people in space traps.
Yes.
A ton of spacing traps that have been not necessarily unorthodox, but like pulled out at the last second when you least expect it. I feel like Chrisitarian, the way he moves in neutral is much more patient than a lot of other players. I don't think he's going to fall as susceptible to that, so I want to see if Blaz is going to try to attempt those spacing traps, specific spacing traps to get some of these really big whiff punishes off a crouching medium punch to go into whatever combo it may be. But I also want to know who will be like the aggressor in this match to set the tone. I think I said that a good amount for certain matchups. This definitely applies between Blaz and Chrisitarian.
All right, so you got to look at it like the strategy time in terms of Chris T, right? The only way Chris T, I feel like, could crack under pressure right now is if he falls for the space traps. What Blaz is so good at doing is always conditioning you with the Nexus, right? To the point where he makes you feel like you have to walk back in order to avoid some of this pressure. And that's when he sneaks in the medium kick Nexus for the plus range. And then he goes for the throw mix-up, the stagger low, or just a delay in general just to try to open you up on the tech side of things. But as long as Chris T can tame that and keep focus in the mid-screen and the mid-range, I feel like he will do amazing against Blaz because it's a style clash, right? Think about Blaz, he's so good in the character matchup spread, so you don't even know what he's really worried about, really. At the same time with Chris T, you know what I'm saying, he plays Ken Masters. You know, he got a couple of problems in terms of navigating through certain matches. I mean, you see him going through the gauntlet of Veg yesterday, pretty much with SFL and stuff like that, and just in general, playing out through the weekend. But I feel like it's a safe bet that Chris T is definitely confident going up against Blaz. So we'll see.
Usual, as we get ready for the matchups too, the big reverence and silence that kind of, it's funny enough, you could hear and feel the silence. I know it sounds funny, but that presence is 100% felt in this arena right before the matchups. Aru, man, does he know how to work a crowd. I know! Do it right now, though. Blaz, Chrisitarian, them starting off the day for our top 16.
Yo, you know what? I'm going to have to give it a Blaz. He looks like he's the day setter. Like every time he's just on the stage early morning, he just sets the trends. Everybody's talking about him and his matches. So far, all the matches that Blaz had has been phenomenal. A couple of wash-ups, but you already know the main one that he pretty much cooked up from the grit of his teeth going up against Shao Hai with that ridiculous reaction to the fan dash up with the level 2. Literally about to get chipped out, and he still found a way to stay clutch and keep his hand on the steering wheel to finish that job. That's how he earned this right here. Chris T, of course, had a tougher stage, right? Got sent to the losers, finished off clean the phase 2, so I know he's hyped, and I know he's primed and ready.
And he's still on fire, right?
Started from the bottom, and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad. Oi! 手加減は期待しないでくれ。Round 1. Fight!
ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fought through the pain when I'm in the zone.
I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seats watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm slipping on them, watch, let them watch. All ready to fight.
Round 2. Fight! Ken wins! Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Fight! Round! Fight! Sagat wins! Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Fight! Round! Fight!
Sagat wins.
I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. They'll remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I belong in the number one spot.
I always keep the business nothing personal. When you always see nothing, I just barely scratch the
Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight. Sagat wins! Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blaz moves on to the next round, taking down Chris Satarian 5-1.
Very prepared, I'm gonna have to say. Like I said before, both of these guys was training in the back. I'm pretty sure Chrissy was probably getting ready with Shanghai, possibly a Kaba, but Blaz was playing not Pedro for like a hot 2 hours. He was definitely primed and ready for this match. Blaz, oh man, already raising his stock as usual. I mean, it's already hitting the ceiling, it's going beyond, it's going to the sky. But Lord have mercy, Blaz is just so poised. He knows his matchups. He plays it out. That's what I have to say. When you see somebody really grinding like that, that means they're playing it up. But man, let's not forget Chris T, man. What a long road from all the way from the World Warriors. Still in the SFL to try to win another ring. This guy is phenomenal. One of the best Street Fighter players on earth today. Hell, the galaxy, if I would have to say so myself. Chris T exit stage left to the spectator side. But this takes nothing away from you, as he's still one of the best Street Fighter players in the world. Thank you so much for your services, my boy. We respect it, Ken. We appreciate you. Chris T, signing out.
Kind of add on to what had happened in the matchup when you take a closer look and
watch the athlete's foot.
I feel like a lot of the times he has really picked apart some of the timings against Chris Satarian midway through the match, but I feel like the first couple of instances it was more so just kind of getting those reads. Like, sure, he built up a lead. Chris Satarian got a game, but it was more so trying to check what range Chris Satarian really wanted to fire off that low medium kick, and also how he wanted to stagger his lights too. So as you see, like it developed towards the end of it, he starts to kind of change his spacing out in regards to like when Chris would press buttons, and you get a lot of mileage out of that as well, and then it eventually forced Chris to crack. I think the only time where you would really blame Chris Satarian is making those slight miscalculations. We talk about the missed chip opportunity. We talk about his eagerness to try to force that burnout from that level 2 as well, and then trying to pursue is like maybe Blaz would be a little bit too timid to try to press a button. That wasn't the case at all. He fired right back into the low medium punch that caused him to set up that level 1, caused him to get into that burnout, and ultimately run with it towards the end of that set.
The thing is that what Blaz read so well, right, is the fact that he knows that if the low 4 was missing or was failing for Chris T was going to go more for a aggressive approach with the walk-up jabs. So it's either the jab got stuffed out by the target combo or the low forward got whip punished by the target combo. So if there's one thing that I do want to highlight, of course, the neutral was great, but his placement on crouching strong for whip punish.
Nobody can see me. That's a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on.
See who's this? Oh, all smiles and angry faces here. It's Reject Fudo taking on Reject Big Bird. Man, you 40? You look young as hell. That's a lie, but you know what? Hey,
40?
He's 40. Lies.
I don't believe it.
But there it is.
40 years old, huh?
Yep, Fudo changed the diaper right before he came over here. I don't even know how old his kids are now, but he's taking kids to school, and he's taking kids to school. That's
Bars.
just what he does. Yeah.
Bars.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
So what are we looking at right now? It's going to be the Ed pick, perhaps, going up against Big Bird's Gajiku. Now, I say perhaps because there is a fact that he has rocked out with the DJ before. That's what excelled him over at Blink Respawn, over Momochi, off of the reset. So I don't think that's going to necessarily be the case for this matchup, but who knows, right?
So I was talking to Duo Kevin. You know, he is going to be going up against Momochi later on, like how you mentioned it. But the problem is, does he have the range to whiff punish Ed's normals? I mean, you can look for a couple of pockets. What Fudo likes to do from certain ranges, he'll do like a crouch light into the faint fireballs, right, from time to time. From that range, you can always low forward and get a punish. But the thing is, Fudo's so godlike with spacing that you don't know exactly if he's just going to let that rip in terms of the feint. So all in all, he does have a DJ in the pocket as well. That's pretty much the character that got him here, to be real. So let's see what he's going to pull out the hat, man. Fudo has been the bane of a lot of people's existence for so long, including Mena RD. If anybody Mena RD is worried about, I mean, he should be worried about everybody naturally, right? He does respect all of his opponents, but he's confident as hell. But if there's one guy that could definitely throw a chink in the armor, hell, it's Fudo. That's just what he does.
Makes a lot of sense, too. I think one of the issues I was kind of contemplating this morning about Fudo, we talked about how fast he adapts.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, a lot of the commentary throughout the years have been like, yeah, he'll lose a couple of rounds just to download that data. I feel like where he's at right now, he doesn't need to do so. He'll figure out what needs to be done at the fly, or if he's trying to set the pace early, he will be the aggressor and just kind of run with it and not even let that opportunity come out to be like, oh, well, if I took this round to kind of like figure out how he's playing. No, he'll set the tone a lot of the times. If you'd watched how he performed over at day one, he was mad aggressive. He was mad aggressive with Ed. And guess what?
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Yo, 始めようぜ。気楽に行こうぜ。
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
のさ
Rashid wins! Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Rashid wins! Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
俺はまだまだいけるぜ。
Round 2. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
business. Fudo is just on one right now. You know, I've been seeing the socials. Everybody say this is the favorite to win.
I've asked a lot of the Japanese players as well over in the green room. I talked to Togura, I talked to Shuto, I had a chance with Tokyo as well. A lot of confidence going into this block. That's what gets me excited the most. Guys, I haven't paid attention just yet. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, is that the waifu? Oh, man. It is just love. I'm not too sure.
That is the wife.
Okay. Respect. Shout out to the waifu holding it down. It's like you did it. Oh, the kid's in bed. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Big
Bird.
Bird.
Oh, yeah. Going into it right now, yeah, so it sets up nicely for Blaz versus Fudo. That was the match I was dreaming about. I was dead serious about this. It's like, what happens when these two collide with the amount of practice both players have had. But still, big shout out to Big Bird going through it. He had us pretty convinced, getting that initial lead 2-1, that he was going to give Fudo the biggest challenge of his life, which he did. It's just not to the close degree that we were expecting.
The defense on Fudo's side is just amazing, dude. Like, come on, let's be honest. You want to go for a delay, a stagger jab, you're met with the jab just on the way trying to get your offense. You think you're gonna throw Fudo, he's walking back at the right range, so that could whiff entirely. All in all, I'm gonna be honest with you, the one thing that I do want to highlight from Fudo is he always gives you different looks. You just can't condition them easy. So tough, man, and they play so fast. Highest level gameplay equals fast gameplay, and you see it from the top echelon players. 5-2 for the obvious. Fudo moves on to go up against Blaz. All right, but there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to set the tone building. I'm going to be honest with you. Ooh, that's going to be a banger.
We get to move down into the second part of it, right? From the first half on the left, we have the two that have made it into the quarterfinals. Now we await the fate between Sahara and Zerna. It's not one Ed, it's another. And I'm excited for it, right? Different looks, different types of play styles. And I want to say, like, different decisions under pressure. I feel like Zerna's mind really evolved, considering to how he had performed over in World Warrior up until this point. I want to see what kind of looks he's going to give to the young man with the Ed.
Yeah, he's very elusive. I like that from Zerna. I feel like his attitude is what's going to add to his movement, if you will. He's not the type that's going to be camping out a little too much on the defensive side. He's always going to dance with you left and right. I mean, he does have that leverless. I feel like anybody that has leverless is just so good at moving left and right instead of just ducking in neutral. Yeah. But safe to say, though, that Zerna does have a chance against Sahara. These are two of the young gunners, for sure. Netherlands versus Japan, the fearless one, Sahara, taking on the Spud Master. I don't know what a Spud is, but you're the master of that. Cool. I'll ask later. Zerna.
Sure. I kind of want to just leave it as it lies. If it's, like, allowed to be on the screen, then I'm cool with that. You know, I'm not even going to ask.
Oh, it's like that.
I don't even know what it is. So.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I honestly thought also Sahara was probably the same age as Zerna, and I said the young man, but I didn't know he was 21.
Yeah, throwback, man. I know his family is watching at home, his mom is watching, his colleagues is watching right now. Everybody on his side is supporting, man. Netherlands, I know they are so excited to see Zerna up here, man. And he's just a nice bubble of energy, dude. Ever since I met him at SFL EU last year, he had the same attitude. He don't do it for the cameras. That's literally how he is in the back and in the background. Like, he's really full of energy, and I love that. And that transitions very well in fighting games, man. Sahara, of course. You probably use a name trainer for this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Possibly, who knows? But that man is a multi-game specialist, and I do feel like if you're at the top level in terms of just gaming, period, you would transition perfectly into Street Fighter 6. So, and he showed that, of course, with a big win at UFA 2025. I actually had no clue who he was until he just was running them up throughout the top 8. So then I did my little homework here and there, and I was like, oh wow, this guy's a gamer.
Yeah, I mean, we had the full introduction to him over at Blink Respawn, right? We had the luxury of being able to commentate his matches over there, being able to check him out, hang out with him at the beach as well.
That's right. I forgot he was in there. You're right. Good stuff. Oh, okay. What's going on? They're both gonna giddy? Oh! I said giddy gritty. You got moves, Sahara?
Trying to. He was about it. The fact that he entertained the idea, I respect it. Big smiles on both competitors' faces. Get the energy in. Yeah,
man. These guys, look, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, man. Look where you at right now to play some Street Fighter.
It is his first year of playing the game. Sahara.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Yo, 始めようぜ。
Round 1. Fight.
always see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me deal, fight through the pain. When I'm in the zone,
I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom.
Round 2. Fight.
Nach einer kurzen Luftszene. Viele Schweine wollen die Tür in den Rauben der
influence where he's like, oh, these skins look cool. I want to try out these skins.
That's how it usually starts, to be honest with you, so I wouldn't be surprised. But give it up to Sahara, one of the crowd's favorite, representing that good 8 squad. Oh, that good 8. 4 plus 4, huh? And I see you. Zerna, you the man. Yo, hey, this is my guy right here. Yo, give a round of applause. I know he earned the hearts of so many people across the globe and here in this building. Zerna, that will not be the last time you see him. He's pretty dominant on the Netherlands side, so World Warriors next year, who knows, might win. But man, what a performance from Sahara. Dog, his maulage game is crazy. It wasn't about kicking back and reading the offenses. I'm going to become the wall. I'm going to become the bulldozer. It's up to you to stop me. The fact that he eliminated the stand fierce pressure from Zerna all the way through. I don't even remember how many stand fierces Sahara actually even blocked. That's how good his spacing was and his button placement was. So, damn, he was amazing out through and through. Zerna, looks like he was getting a little more comfortable at the end of the game, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
I think the comfortability is definitely showing off towards like the game 4. The space traps that he was trying to utilize, or like the timings of the standing medium punches, weren't working in the very beginning. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try to go to that well again and kind of tighten up my spacing and see if I can figure him out with this. Thankfully so, he actually did it. So it's one thing to have that type of aggression, but also in the spots that he failed, he still continued to try it again. And I think that type of tenacity is mad important at this stage.
Yeah, he just made Zerna uncomfortable, honestly. Like, I will say a little bit, he was out of character, just a little bit. I feel like, because, you know, he follows the game too. He's a student of the game. He knows how Sahara plays, but it's all about, the question is, how can you slow him down? And unfortunately, he couldn't. And there it is, Sahara waiting.
He didn't do the gritty all around the ring, all around the arena. He didn't get his full pregame ritual.
Yeah, well, who won with the dance moves, even though I don't want to give it to him, but it's Sahara.
Word?
Yeah, that's it.
The one time I will agree to disagree.
There you go.
The one time I will agree to disagree on that one.
Our tail of the tape, the dual Cyclone, Crazy Raccoons. Dual Kevin taking on the Dream Ninja.
I don't know how you do that.
Set of Division's own Momochi. And man, what a pressure look. Dual Kevin has been on the grand stages many of times. So I've not doubt that in my mind. He actually woke up early to come over to the green room and really sit there in the training room and really think about how he's going to approach against Momochi. Momochi, listen, man, that man is surgeon when it comes to neutral. He'll know when to challenge with the jabs. You know the proper range to walk out from a lot of the low forward scenarios or just throw attempts in general. He always, again, just like Fudo, always giving you different looks in terms of the offense and the defense. So you're going to have to really get him on the conditioning side of things. It's all about maulage. It's not about whiff punishes, really. It's all about the maulage. You got to get in that range with Rashid, with Stan Strongs.
I can see that. I can see that. But Momochi is so meticulous with like setting the tone so well. I mean, I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point, but I think he runs down the time the longest out of all the Eds I've seen played.
Oh yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
He will definitely grind you out and get to you mentally, and then get his ball out. But that's going to be the biggest problem. But for someone like Kevin, we understand where his background is. We understand how long he's been playing the game, and also like his versatility around every situation to like take some of these risks and go for these big reads, whether it's a jump in, whether it's to do the run into the slide to maybe catch a flicker. He's willing to throw the dice on that.
Oh man! And listen, one of the Dual Kevin's favorite buttons in terms of spacing is the standing medium kick.
Boy, he's got a trademark on that thing.
Yeah, for real. All for the drive gauge. I gotta see how many standing medium kicks you have to block for one bar of drive gauge to go down. But that's usually the case. If using, if he gets a counter hit, boom, you get something. But
like 3 of them.
It's 3, right? Yeah, solid. Right, here we go. Man, oh man, Momochi, what a legend, dude. Man.
Multiple Capcom Cup appearances way before Street Fighter 5.
Third Strike, man, he had a name over there, dude.
I mean, like even in Street Fighter 4.
Even Street Fighter 4. Actually, the first time I heard him was on Street Fighter 4. So yeah.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on.